everyone. Hi, I'm Regina, and you are you. Hey, here I am back. I just can't get through Sundays without doing a show. You know, I'm I'm struggling here, folks. I'm struggling. Um, I wanted to come on here and say hi, let everybody know I'm well, and we're getting close to my birthday again, and oh gosh, and I have one of these every year, and I'm always grateful when I have one because it means I've made it another year. Why is my camera so fuzzy? Look at that. There we go. Wow, isn't that strange? My house is a mess behind me. My dog's sleeping in the back. Anyway, if we get the opportunity to go on and check out Ray's Roast Coffees, they're the ones who pay for everything that I do online. And we've been working on the website, trying to get it updated a little bit. New coffees. I think I'm lacking some pictures of the coffees, but they all look the same anyway. I got my new webmaster, Rochelle, working on it, and then oh yeah, like and notified. And okay, business is all out of the way. And my one person that was watching is gone now. So how about that? Anyway, um, oh my God, I'm just like mortified. My person's gone. A couple of things I wanted to talk about were the thing on the LGBTQ news this morning. What is the name of that site? See if I can find it really fast here while nobody's on. I should just be able to. And LGBTQ weekly newsletter. And so, yeah, what was it? Anyway, they were talking about living in small communities. And, I live in a small community and I have found it most rewarding to live here. And where, when I go to Spokane or some of the other big cities, I think I'm more at risk for being challenged or attacked even than when I'm here in my little local community. This community transitioned with me, as I always say, and God, they're a lot more accepting of me here in this conservative little community than they are when go to Spokane or something. Of course, Spokane's just another cow town, but it's a big cow town, and you would think that it would be this bastion of liberality, but it's not. And so I thought it was significant, about other people coming to the conclusion that these small communities are a good place to come live. I noticed that there was somebody else, another trans woman, had come to live here in this community. I haven't met them. I mean, it's a big enough community that if you're not out and about, I'm probably not going to meet you. And so, because I am out and about, I golf with the women on Wednesdays, and I participated in a golf tournament this last weekend that we hosted here at our golf course. And now I've started traveling with the girls to go golf in other communities, and it's mostly to get a trans person out there participating. They know that I'm not a better golfer than they are. and I just find it to be fabulous. And is it always easy? No, it's not. But for the most part, it's fun. And just be the best person I can be, filled with love and kindness. And so here we go. That was one of the things I wanted to talk about. Now I'm already 5 minutes into this, and I'm at the end of my first thing. And the person we got a person watching now. Hi, hope you're well. Say something in the chat so I know who's here. Oh, mercy. And what else? Oh, I got warnings, about in case violence breaks out someplace close to you, keep your head ducked, because we're with the freaking country the way it is. Holy shit. I can't believe it. But we need to be aware of where we're at and what we're doing. And because people are going to get braver and the way they treat us, if they're haters or whatnot. And so keep your head down. I don't want to talk about that. It's too good a day to talk about crap. So yeah. Oh, let's just take a moment and be grateful that we got what we got. Um, I've got a roof over my head today, and I got food, and I got my good buddy, good old Tank. He's something else. So, God, my life is so good here. Lazwa, how are you doing? Good to see you. What's going on with you? Drinking coffee. I love that. Love that. So, there's another thing I'm grateful for. God, I ordered some coffee. I had a special request, and so I thought, oh, I'll take a chance on this. And oh my God, a Burundi Maja, from a particular co-op, I think it is, and big. God, it was just so expensive to get that. Now I got 30 pounds of this really expensive coffee, and I say really expensive. It's all relative. It's expensive for what I usually get. But my salesman was talking to me about some coffee that was like $8,000 for 100 pounds. And I'm thinking, God, I'm not going to buy that. I think I'm not interested in that, because what the hell would I do with it? I'd be like $100 an ounce coffee. That's an expensive cup of coffee. So there's some things you just can't do. Gosh, I have so much fun being in the coffee business, and I go and do this farmers market in the neighboring town, which is what, 10 times larger than this town, maybe 20 times larger than this town. It's about 50,000 people where I'm at 2,500. And, I have fun down there and talking to people, just talking to people. I get people involved in front of me. My partner in crime was gone this week, and so I had to set up and take care of business, and then I was just kind of on my own devices when things were slow. And so I'd like reach out and talk to these people as they were walking by, and some would stop and talk to me. And it was really nice. Sometimes I'd sell them coffee, sometimes I wouldn't, but it was always fun talking to them. People are good. People are good to me, and I just really enjoy talking to people. I miss my coffee shop because of that, but this farmers market thing really kind of fills in that void of the one-to-one contact. And that was the other thing about the golf tournament is I was like had the opportunity um, to talk and with people that I didn't know, and to actually spend a couple hours with ladies I didn't know at all. And in the end you come out being similar to friends, whether it's you ever going to really talk to them much or on a weekly basis, it probably not going to happen. But the next time you run into them at a golf tournament, you already know them, and you get to say hi and how's it going and whatnot. And it's the same at the farmers market. My buddies with any of those people who come by, no, not really. But I do enjoy talking to the people. You know, and some of them keep coming back, and others are new, and that's what keeps it interesting. you know and some I sit there and get to know at a deeper level. And I'll tell you what, it seems like it got really hot outside now. And so I'm going to run over to my what do you call it, thermostat, and turn up my air conditioning a little bit. It's been close to 100 here. There. Oh my God. And so now maybe it'll cool down in here. The Yeah, it's been close to 100 here. I don't know, in that 36 to 40 Celsius area. And oh gosh, it's supposed to be that way all week. It was really nice a little while ago. I was thinking, God, I should go golf, and the and it just didn't come to pass. Um, because I had to talk to somebody at noon, and then here I am doing this, and I need to go get some basil. I'm going to make a tomato pie today. I ended up with a case of tomatoes last night, and after the farmers market, do a little trading at the end, and all these farm stands at the end, they're willing to just trade, get rid of their vegetables. And so I traded a pound of coffee for, I wanted 4 tomatoes, and I got about 50 tomatoes. It was a pretty good deal, but I need to use some tomatoes today. So life is good. Life is always good. Hell, we're upright and we're breathing. And so that's the important thing, keeping a positive attitude, you know, being able to fix those meals. And I got to respond to something here. Hang on. I'm really paying attention, you know. Ah, so yeah. Oh my goodness. Had a good summer. Good summer. And but I've been busy. My stars, I can't believe how busy I get and how little I seem to get accomplished. I used to roast coffee on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, finish up on Thursday, and then I started skipping Monday because I needed a day off. And then I started skipping Tuesday because it just ends up being booked because I'm not doing anything on Monday. So then Tuesday, I got all this stuff to go run around and do. So I don't get any of my work done. So then Wednesday comes along, and that's the day I do gender support and see my therapist. And oh my goodness, I just have all these things to do, and there's really not a big enough block of time to go roast coffee. And so then here it is, Thursday, and I've got too much to do on Thursday, and I used to never roast coffee on Friday. And all of a sudden, I find me roasting coffee on Friday until late at night, trying to get enough to do Saturday. And then Saturday, I go to the market. I have to get up at like 5 o'clock in the morning and be 30 miles down the road by 8 and set up. And I have to take time to go make these pots of coffee and whatnot. So I got samples to give out. And then, holy smokes, I get back home and I am out. Boom. I sit down, I start watching YouTube, and I'm asleep. And so I sleep pretty much from, like, say, 4 o'clock until 6 o'clock. And then I stay up late again. And next thing I know, it's like midnight and I'm trying to go to bed. And then 7 o'clock rolls around on Sunday morning and I'm wide awake. Well, let's get started again. Whatever happened to sleeping in? Oh, God, I would love to sleep in once in a while, but it just doesn't happen for this old gal. I guess our bodies get so used to us just getting up early over all the years. And I don't know. So who's watching now? Is it still Lazois? I'm horrible pronunciation today. My screen just went black. There I am. Pretty unstable. Yeah. So I don't know. Where's everybody out on Sunday afternoon? You just never know. Sometimes it's a hit, sometimes it's a miss. I don't know. Well, I hope you like it. Hit that like bell. Hit that like button. We get one like out of it. Oh my gosh. So anyway, community chat seems to be a little off. I've already talked about what I just thought it was interesting. Did I say I play mouth harp, like a harmonica? I used to play back in the day. That's back in the day. So one time I saw Paul Butterfield, who is one of the great blues harpists of the counter-revolution, the 60s and 70s. And I've not really played much since I saw Paul Butterfield. And the reason is not what everyone thinks when I say that, is because I thought that he was so great that I didn't hold a candle to him. It was quite the opposite. I thought that I was as good as he was, and that there was no point in me going forward because I wasn't going to be a star. And so that's it. I played blues harp up and down the West Coast for years. We would travel hitchhiking around and stop in a coffee house, and my friend Roger would play, and then I would get up and do a couple of tunes with him and sit back down. It was not like we were big stars or anything else. We were just a couple of hippie bums out doing stuff, and it was my time to shine when I would get to play that harp. I had stage fright so bad I could barely get up there. And that was why I only got to play a couple of songs. And he was not, playing in the same style as what I did. I mean, he was more Dylan-esque, and I didn't think Bob Dylan was that great a harmonica player either. Pretty simple to follow. So, yeah, there's this recipe of tomato pie that I found, and it talks about making it taste like a BLT. And I thought that sounded interesting. And since I don't eat bread, I don't do a lot of BLTs anymore. And I don't even eat a lot of bacon. But I got this case of tomatoes yesterday. And when I went to the grocery store last night, I got bacon. And now I have to go out to the food co-op to get basil this afternoon. And then it's like make a pie crust and we'll be good. And I'm looking forward to this pie, something different. Sunday afternoons is a good time to cook. Nice air conditioned house. You can have the oven on, doesn't make any difference. You can do stuff in the kitchen, you stay cool. And, that's just the way it is. I like it. And so, you know what? I've got this cool new book. Should I do a reading? This is quite the story on this book, because what was it? I had had my wallet stolen last week, and I told you about getting this book, so I've already told that story, but it's a pretty cool book. So thank you. It's been a long time. I can't play worth shit now. I tell you, I saw a box out in the garage that had a harp in it, and blew a couple of notes, and it just isn't there anymore. It's just not there. I've got a guitar sitting here. I can reach this guitar. Grab my old Fender, and it's all dusty and stuff. I don't want to touch it and hold it close to my body because it's just dusty. My fingers always hurt when I play it. And I was never good with the guitar anyway. I was horrible. Musically, my mother used to play. She could play piano by ear. She'd hear a song and she could repeat it. Pretty incredible. And so she would do all these songs when I was itty bitty. And then she would make me get up and sing at the Grange, Oh God. And I would, I was quite renowned in my own mind. Maybe it was funny. I shouldn't kind of like sit like that because you can see the mess on my table. And, once I got big, I really lost confidence in all of my abilities to sing, play music, and whatnot. And so finally, here a couple of years ago, I had this friend who was like trying to give music lessons for a living. And so I said, well, heck, Michael, you can teach me how to sing. And so I went over there to his house a few times, and I was convinced at the end of it that I could sing. But I need a lot of practice on being able to carry the tune. If I'm singing with someone, I'm a lot better than if I'm the one that's left to carry the tune. And when my friend Creston would play music at my coffee shop, I got to be his backup singer, and that was pretty good. And but then he wanted me to do like the Werewolves of London, that old Warren Zevon song, and I could do it if he was singing along with me, but if he would just be quiet and I would go and I would never be able to get the tune right. It was kind of like embarrassing, but I still like being his backup singer. I always wanted to be the backup singer. You know, the power is behind the throne. It's not the lead singer that's always so powerful. It's the backup singers that make everything. They make everything happen. That's just my own opinion. So let me go get that book and I'll be right back. I love the fact that when I'm sitting in front of my table, you can't see the mouse. So there's some pretty interesting stuff in this book. I particularly liked the chapter about not knowing everything. And it's 2 pages, but we've got time. And what the heck? But then that would be like copyright infringement, wouldn't it? Maybe I'll just read a segment of it. Mindfulness, on the other hand, invites us to embrace uncertainty and celebrate not knowing what comes next. How the movie is going to end or who will win the game. Is it possible that nirvana is simply the letting go of the need to know? Although the path of it goes against the narrative around which we have constructed our lives with schedules, written contracts, savings and retirement accounts, promise rings, investment, and other plans for a future that may never come. Having grown up in a war-torn part of the world, we never knew when the next bus was going to be blown up or if we would one day finally wake up to peace in the Middle East. Both felt imminent. And in romantic relationships, when your partner says, we need to talk, they may propose marriage or tell you they are leaving. Nothing is certain. In fact, them leaving could turn out to be the best turning point in your life, or maybe marriage ends up being the dream come true. Nobody knows because knowledge is an illusion. The day we admit that we never truly know anything is perhaps the day of liberation from anguish. Sometimes what didn't work out for you really works out for you. And so that concludes my reading about my reading about not knowing. And so my friend out there, try that. Oh, there she is. Marty, try that new link I just sent you. So the tomato does not have any peppers in it, but it does have a ton of cheese and onion and bacon. Bacon is the key ingredient, I think, here. And it's all topped with this mayo cheese thing. And yeah, it's like a half a pound of bacon and like 4 large tomatoes, half cup of basil, bunch of onion. So anyway, yeah, I was really tripping on that whole mindfulness thing about a celebration of not knowing, because remember when we were young and we knew everything and how important it was to know everything and be right. And here I am, 71 years old this week and pretty soon to be 72. And I could care less about not about not having the answers. I like the question far more than I like the answers. So when do we start celebrating the question? And it's always a question, and we don't have to worry about the freaking answer as far as knowledgeable things go. That's what I want to know. Let's just celebrate the question. Everything else really seems kind of unimportant, our daily, what's not right in this moment. I love the moment so much anymore. I don't know, what happens tomorrow will just kind of unfold, and what happened yesterday is so fucking irrelevant to anything. Oh, look who is here.
Oh my God.
What?
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm okay. I'm using my iPad for the first fucking time. Like with your
Well,
StreamYard.
center yourself, lady.
Huh?
Center yourself. There, that's better. It's just me and Lazois and you now.
Hi, Laswa. How are you doing? Hi, how are you
I've
doing?
been rambling on here. Thank God she started asking me questions because I was like going, I don't know if I can hold out 10 more minutes.
I have faith in you. If there's one person you can have a good conversation with them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, sorry I'm a bit late. I was going, well, I should brush my teeth. And I went, well, maybe I'll wash my face. And I went, well, maybe I'll put on like a tinted moisturizer. And oh, maybe I'll put on some mascara. Or maybe I'll put on that fucking linen jacket that I got that for summer that I never use because I'm fucking bunker lady and I never leave the house. So here I am. Oh yeah, and I'm gonna put on some earrings too.
Oh dear.
A little pink.
And then I went and did exactly what I said I was going to. I threw a little eye makeup on and came on, and I was on by what 120 or by 120.
Well, I looked like, you're being kind, but it's like I looked like mole lady when I was talking to you an hour ago.
Is it that late? Oh my God, I've been on here for 34 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh my stars. So it was almost 1:30 when I finally got on.
I can't stop thinking about that tomato pie that you said you're going to make.
Well, I can't quit talking about it, quite frankly. And Lazois wants a piece of it.
Me
Where
too.
are you at? You
Is there
got
only one? Is there only one person here?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Somebody
let me
else
put
popped in
let me put this.
early
Let
and
me
they
put this.
left.
Let me put this on my channel. Let's get this rocking. I'm going to put it in some because I want to talk about. I want to take a few minutes on your channel just to tell what's going on with mine because I'm taking a hiatus for a while.
Right. Well, you're not coming on here thinking you're going to like commandeer my show.
No, absolutely not. I don't have the energy. So you're safe. You're safe.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to send this to create a post. Hanging out on Regina's channel. Come subscribe and join.
Trans voices of love and kindness.
Trans voices of love and kindness. Period. Yeah, that stuff. Period. It says trans. Well, it's nice because I can hang out with you and I don't have to worry about anything that's going on.
Yeah, there's really not much to worry about on my channel. It's pretty straightforward.
Oh, I got to turn this down.
What's the matter? You got an echo?
Yeah, but I got you in my ear, so I don't need to have you on here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what the? Oh, my God. Oh, here we go.
Make sure you don't screw this up.
It's going anyways. Oh, no, I got this on. Oh, I got my phone on. I'm going, what is that sound? Oh my God, I'm getting old. The 60 is for the birds. No, it isn't. It's great.
Oh, you should be my age. You're just a kid. Remember, we weren't going to complain about being old anymore.
No, that's true. We're not to complain. We're grateful and all that shit.
Well, we're grateful and we're young at heart. And our bodies is working according to how young our hearts feel.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Let's keep telling ourselves that.
Oh, here, I'm going to put it on Facebook too. Hang out with Regina. Hanging out with Regina on her channel. Period. Join in for a few laughs and a few updates. Period. Don't forget to subscribe to my friend or I'll find you. Period. Okay.
Are we going to laugh while we're here?
Sure.
Okay. All right.
We always laugh.
Oh.
We always laugh. There was a song that I used to sing along. It was either that I'd win auditions for when I was a kid, and it was always Mary Poppins. From Mary Poppins, it would either be Feed the Birds, or it would be Feed the Birds. You know that song, don't you?
No, I'm not Mary Poppins officially.
Early each day to the steps of St. Paul's, the little old bird woman comes in her own special way to the people she calls. Come buy my bags full of crumbs. Come feed the little birds, show them you care, and you'll be glad if you do. Their young ones are hungry, their nests are so bare. All it takes is tuppence from you. Feed the birds, tuppence a bag, tuppence, and it keeps going on. And then I always get them crying. Here's like an 8-year-old singing that.
Oh my God, when I was.
But the other one was I love to laugh. The other one is I love to laugh. I love to laugh. And it goes, I love to laugh, ha, 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 loud and long and clear. I love to laugh. Hoo, 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 hoo. It's getting worse every year. The more I laugh, the more I fill with glee. And the more the glee, the more we're merrier. We ho, we ho.
Oh my.
It's embarrassing. The more we're a merrier we. Some people laugh through their noses, sounding something like this. Some people laugh through their teeth, goodness sakes, hissing and hissing like snakes. Some laugh too fast. some only blast. Others say Twitter like birds. Then there's the kind that cannot make up their mind.
Where did you get this song from?
That's from Mary Poppins, and those were my go-to auditions when I was a kid. And they would always say, "Okay, we'd find out who was at the table for the audition, and if they're like, oh no, you got to use the one that'll make them cry. Okay, you got to make the ones that'll make them laugh."
Oh, for heaven's sakes!
Yeah.
No,
So I didn't have. And that's what saved my life. That's what saved my life is the theater.
Well, I think the theater is a huge deal in a lot of lives. And I know when I was young, I was always doing something. And then when I don't know what happened to me. The last time I was in a play, I was like a senior in high school, and I never did anything again until I was well into just before I turned 70. Until I was here in Dayton after I transitioned.
Isn't that great? That's like kind of like how I had to put down everything when I came into recovery because I couldn't trust myself. So 31 years. And it was just coming on YouTube and doing shit like this that I feel like I'm actually letting my creative energy, sharing it with the world again. And isn't it fucking wonderful and how sad that we put it away for so long.
Oh my God. When I first did my first audition for that first play I was in, when I got up there on stage, it was like the first time I felt like I was fucking home. I mean, it was just a huge deal about being on that
on
stage.
The boards.
And I felt
on the boards,
yeah, just so comfortable up there.
That's so great.
And so in the play, they gave me a few lines, and I was just so inconsequential to the play itself. And then there would be times when I was on stage with no lines and my body took over. And I got myself, I had originally been for like 1 or 2 scenes, and I ended up getting myself in like 4 scenes, where I was just in the background doing shit without ever saying a word. And they loved it. They loved me.
Yes.
And they gave me, and I got to wear a period piece with a bustle and all of that stuff. And it was just so accepting and so wonderful. And I even my hearing difficulties we managed to get through. We got people now. Hi, Regina. Oh, hi, Gracie. And hi, Jessica.
Gracie. Hi, Jessica Dean. Thank you for the lovely message, Jessica Dean.
So, it was just incredible, that feeling. And now I don't know hi, Jamie. I don't know if I'll ever really do a play because of my hearing anymore, but I don't know. I'm cracking up reading these comments, but it's difficult to be part of that play when you can't hear everything, and so, but back to your songs from The Sound of Music or Mary Poppins or wherever the hell it came from. Thank God Mary Poppins wasn't around yet when I was little like you. You were like in that impressionable age, and I was already a teenager when Mary Poppins came out. And thank God there was old blues women like Ma Rainey and whatnot that were things that I like to listen to.
Ma Rainey, I love her.
And because I never listened to show tunes and that kind of vibe, that Mary Poppins, I've never seen the whole movie. and I could care less about The Sound of Music. I've never watched it. I'll go to the play. Our local theater is doing The Sound of Music this fall.
Well,
You know,
get in there.
rehearsals start almost.
You should be the Baroness or something.
Well, you know, I heard that they were short of nuns the other day, and I was thinking I might try to be a nun just to put on my resume, you know, that Regina was a nun for at one time. And
how do you solve a problem like Maria?
but it was
How do you catch a cloud and pin it down? Yeah, I love that one.
then they said it was like a 4-part harmony, and I wasn't sure I could do a 4-part harmony.
Oh, sure you can.
Oh God, probably.
Oh,
I can
yeah.
do anything I want.
You can have fun, sure.
But so I was doing.
Can I just have the airtime for just a minute so I can do it? So I can say this a little bit.
What?
Can I have the floor for just a minute?
No.
Okay.
Whose show is this? Oh,
Fine. Fuck you.
hey, get back in here. Okay, you can have the floor for a minute. Come back. Don't do that to me.
I did too. It just happened on its own. I was putting the air
And it happened. Look at all this stuff. I'm getting I'm getting brown band laser from there to here next month. I'm getting it all just burnt right off.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll be darned.
What
Why?
spots? Fuck you.
Oh my God.
I'm
you're all
sun-kissed. I'm
now.
freckled.
Look at this. Look at this.
It's my olive skin. No, anyways, yeah, thanks for coming on and doing all because it's like I got up this morning and I was going, okay, I have no migraine. Thanks everybody for praying for my migraines. I posted that yesterday to pray for me not getting migraine. But I was just exhausted, and I thought, what the fuck? I can't do this. I can't push myself right now, because it's like I'll push myself right into a migraine like in next day or something. And I'm listening to my body more. And so anyways, I just decided to take off until after Labor Day. And I've got some insanely great guests to have on our show, right? Like this black girl from trans woman, a girl, well, she's 19, and she's just like, talk about, she's like trans noir freaking like PhD out of the fucking ballpark brain. I've learned so much from her. She's beautiful. So yeah, she's from London, England. Anyways, I got some great stuff, but it's like I really want to be present for these people and stuff, and to everybody that's here. So I just want to let everybody know that I'll be coming back after Labor Day. Keeping the notifications on, and it's like, and I do have a couple of have your notifications on, because I have a couple of really good videos that I'm going to be posting, canned videos. So it's like I'm going to do that, and yeah, and just really just a suggestion to everybody that's out there. It's like, really listen to your body and your mind, and to see what you can fucking handle and stuff. And if it feels toxic to be on social media and stuff, just take that fucking break, because it's like the visible minority is not the fucking reality that's out there. And we were talking about this today, and I just want to mention, like, the Marjorie Taylor Greene's fucking like going defund the FBI and all this fucking shit because of Trump, and all these trans ban shit that's going on and stuff. It's like, celebrate that they're happening, because when I was a kid, nobody would even make the paper getting murdered, because it would just be another freak that was, that had it coming, type of thing. You know what I mean? Like, it's like we've come, I know it looks daunting and stuff, but it's like the genie's out of the bottle. We're here. Like, it's happened. Like nothing, it's happened. We're happened, and we always have been. And the internet and social media has put a glaring light on us, and it's great. And that comes with a lot of misinformation and shit. And it's like, but there's a lot of us that are, teaching people that, to watch what you're spinning out, seeing spun out there, because, you know, there isn't more trans kids because of, now, because it's like some made up thing. It's, and it's like, or because they're on the internet, like learning all this stuff, this horrible stuff. It like reminds me of like not being able to buy records as a kid because it'll ruin our minds. You know what I mean? Our certain record. You know what I mean? It's like, it's just ridiculous. It's like, of course, there looks like more because there is more, the population's more, and we're fucking like not dying our mortality rate isn't like fucking like dying by the age of like frickin' your first 1 or 2 years out as a trans person, regardless of when you come out. It's like we have rights today. Things are happening, and it's going to look messy because it is. But I tell you, it's a frickin' work, a beautiful work that's been in progress for decades. So with
Well,
that,
I think the
just want,
acceptance is a lot greater than what people are giving us credit for.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
and it's like I was talking earlier
They're
when I
always
first
dragging out the
started this
boogeyman.
broadcast, is the rural communities might be the real stronghold for. I mean, you live in a rural community,
Yep.
I live in a rural community, and we're both accepted where we live. And
Yeah.
and so it's a, to me it's kind of a no-brainer, because it's easier to influence a community where people know each other
Yeah.
than it is to influence a big city.
And there's still there's still fringes with that too. That there's still like the ones cooking crack in trailers out in the rural parts that are not well. You know what I mean? And they
Well,
talk to.
they're going to be any place,
Yeah,
but
yeah. So it's like, but yeah, it's like it's a visible minority. It really is that people are
right. I
freaking out
mean,
about.
there's the people here. It's like we made the front page the other day because some sheriff's deputy was in uniform talking trash about the enemies of the church and shit, and we tried to get it to stop, and we lost. And so the dude can preach his gospel in uniform with his gun on about killing people and enemies of the church. It was in the next paper over, and just bullshit. And I saw where it had made a national deal too. So, oh gosh, who knows? It's just that vocal minority that's screwing everything up.
Yeah, fuckers.
Yeah.
So don't feed into it. Like, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm taking the break, because I fall down those rabbit holes, because I am a social media content provider. And so I go down those rabbit holes and I see what's going on. And, blowing up on TikTok a bit has, connected me with a lot of people. And I'm right in the, in the mire of it when I turn on to, like, I can only like post for like a day and a half, and I find myself going right down the rabbit hole. There's so many people that want me to help with stuff and everything, and it's really like it's the fucking trenches of social media, right? And it's brilliant, the stuff that is being talked about and everything, but there's also a real dark side that keeps getting reinforced in your brain, and I have to watch it, and I keep telling other people that you should watch it too. Fuck, there's not much of a filter on this, is there? There's not much of a fucking filter on the StreamYard thing.
Well, what do you want for nothing?
Yeah, that's true.
Quit worrying about the small stuff. Quit worrying. Everything's fine.
I need to be this makes me like excited about going and getting things injected into my face in a few weeks. But I think I'm gonna
worry about. I got nothing to worry about. How'd that banner keep ticking?
The banner?
Yeah,
I don't see a banner.
My banner's ticking. Oh, I shut it off now.
I'm just in the studio part. because I'm on my iPad, so I can't see the comments unless I flip over to comments. I don't know why it doesn't just show. Hi, oh, hi, Jamie Trans. Oh, there we go. Now I can see people. Hi, Francie. Well, the Christian Calvinists are taught through generational Calvinist teachings. They are good and they must identify the bad. Excuse me, I have no idea what that means.
Yeah, I don't know what Calvinists are.
Yay, fix the spin, please. Yeah, no kidding. You love Mary Poppins too? Aw, me too.
So, yeah.
Olivia Newton-John, oh my God. I feel really guilty. I did a blog about Olivia Newton-John because I felt guilty after she died. Because I remember getting into this huge fight with this gay guy in a queer club in Victoria. And I was all punk rock with my, punk rock lesbian friends and stuff. And this guy said to me, you know what? You look so much like Olivia Newton-John. And it's like in that physical video. And I was just like, because I was wearing a headband, right? Because everybody was into headbands then. And I was like, you could, it was like somebody threw acid on me. It was so uncool to be anything Olivia Newton-John back then. It's like I used to cringe when I'd hear her music, like just cringe. We'd dance on the dance floor like we had to pee when her songs would come on, like holding our crotches like that because it was so uncool, so uncool. So when
that's the way I felt about Mary Poppins. It was so uncool. I mean, really.
Yeah, well, it's like, I was like 3 when it came out or something.
Yeah. I mean,
when did Mary Poppins film get made? 64. I was 2.
Yeah, I was 14.
You were already an old hippie.
Yeah,
No, a beatnik.
Pretty close. Yeah, I was still finding my way.
Yeah, you were like you were being a closet transvestite. That's what the words were back then. I used to hate that word. The fucking Montreal, they go, you'd always know a straight person clocked you because you'd hear this travesti.
Travestite.
Yeah, and it's like, and that means transvestite. And I'd go, actually, it's transsexual.
That's funny.
You fucker.
Yeah, the wording, everything was so different back in the day. I find that a lot of words change meaning over the times, now that I've been kicking around for a few decades and words just change their meaning and their whole influence.
Hanging out with my bestie, period, come have some shits and giggles, period. I'm just putting us on Twitter.
Oh dear. I don't have much of a Twitter
or presence. Twatter.
Yeah, that's kind of the way I feel about it. Yeah, it's not very important to me in this moment.
No, you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, it is important.
You just froze.
I did freeze, I think, for a second. Everything's so unstable with my
internet.
Yeah.
That's how you're getting your new stuff. Maybe you'll get your new stuff by the time we're back.
Maybe. I keep trying to call them and find out. And
have you ever been able to talk to them?
No.
Really?
No. I guess I need to call and ask for that guy. Regina should twit. Oh, Simone. How are you, dear?
Hi, Simone. Hello, darling. How you doing?
Paul Schrader's movie Hardcore. It's a great illustration of Calvinist hypocrisy.
Love the pits in the comments. I transitioned as a teen too, understanding exactly. Oh, what's that other one that I want? There was this really great article. Her name, she's a writer on Medium, and maybe you know who she is. And if you're not following her, you should. And then
On
I found
Medium?
her. Yeah, I found her on Twitter too, and she actually just followed me back. So I like
What,
her even more now.
what's
Um,
her name?
her name is. Well, first of all, let's start with Lynn Conway. Lynn Conway is a friend of mine on Twitter, and I'd love to get her on the show at some point. I just haven't gotten the guts to ask about her. You got to Google. She is a pioneer icon of the trans community. It's like she's like top 5 for sure. That's alive, definitely. Um, and she wrote the piece about the terror that is contagious, how the idea of transgender contagion went viral and caused untold harm. So that's kind of what I was chirping about just a little bit. But there's this really great article in technologyreview.com called how, and I put it on my Twitter post and also on my Facebook view, so you can follow me there. People can follow me there and get my shit. Um, and yeah, it's how the idea of transgender contagion went viral and caused untold harm by Ben Kelson. Yeah, so it was just written. Where did you go? Did she leave? Did she leave me with you? Is this even going? What's going on? Is this even happening? Oh, I am. I'm on alone. Hi, guys. I'm alone with you. I get the whole screen too. Oh, this she's back. Oh, well. Oh, well. We'll talk about it later, guys.
There's nothing to talk.
You didn't even tell me that you were going.
Well, you were talking. I figured I'll just slip away, and I was trying not to cough.
That's good. That you just did a you did a scene change.
Yeah.
Oh God, I bet you I can get the moderators in here. The ever disappearing Regina. That's what Simone said.
I ditched it, and now my camera won't work properly.
I'm on Regina's channel. Where is everybody? Question mark. I'm gonna put it on I'm gonna send this to the wenches.
Oh, we're doing fine. Everything's wonderful.
I know, but I just like to do that. It's like it's my social media background.
Jamie's talking about the Calvinists started in 1600, separate from John Calvin. Oh, separate from, period. John Calvin started later to become Puritans. Everyone going to hell from sin. That is Calvin teaching separate from Martin Luther.
Yeah, and he's probably like had some. He was probably they're always like, they always got fucking weird shit in their closet.
We are persecuted because of Calvinism, LGBT. Lutheranism, which I am, doesn't persecute trans because it's not founded like most other Christian faith. Calvinism.
We are the anointed. We are the anointed. Through our suffering, we are anointed. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Yeah. That's way heavy.
Why?
The Calvinist thing.
Oh.
I don't sin. Fuck a bunch of sin.
All of those people are weird. It's like all the like how Mormonism started. It's like, oh please, like fuck. Like go have a schizophrenia burning bush fucking attacking back back in your little hospital room and in the mental hospital. Thank you.
Yeah.
Like
no
yawn.
Shit.
Boring.
Yeah. No, that's the way it is. And be Buddhist, be happy. Amen.
Be Buddhist, be happy. Da-da. Oh, and
gotta go
meditate your cares away. Where are you going?
let dog out.
Well, just let him out. So we can see your bum walking.
Oh,
Give a nice little dun 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 dun. Come on, Tank. Oh, he's happy.
Nope.
Bye, Tank. Go bite something. Dun dun
Oh, you can't even see me.
dun
I did all that dancing with my bum stuck out, and you couldn't even see it.
Oh no, we saw it. We saw your big old ass shaking.
Oh, thank God. So, I guess obviously you didn't think much of it.
That was great. I was singing along with it. I was making sounds.
Oh.
I was being your epidemic sound, honey.
Yeah. Marty, you should be in live theater.
I should.
We should all should.
Send me some freaking. Spread it throughout the land.
What?
Spread it throughout the land.
Oh,
throughout the lands.
Hey, Casey's here now.
Is it worth the waiting for till we live till 84? All we'll ever get is gruel. That was from Oliver. I was in Oliver. I had one line, and I was like one of the in the riffraff and stuff. I was the understudy for Oliver, and I had this one fucking line. I was so resentful of that kid. I was like praying that he would get sick. It was horrible because I was Roman Catholic, so then I thought I was evil, thinking like that. But it's like I had the one line. It would be, and I'd walk up to the Fagin, the guy that's like running all the little pickpockets. And I'd go, nose rags, Fagin. That was it.
And you can remember lines from when you were 10 years old?
Yeah. Oh God, I remember when I was Linus in your good man Charlie Brown, Linus, and I was like, I don't know, I was about 10 or something, and I was like, in this report, I plan to discuss it was a book report on Peter Rabbit, and it goes to all of the different ones, and the spotlight goes to Lucy, and then to Charlie Brown, then Linus, and Linus goes, in this report, I plan to discuss this. Wait, I got to put on my glasses for this. In this report, I plan to discuss the sociological implications of family pressures so great as to drive an otherwise moral rabbit to perform acts of thievery which he consciously knew were against the law. I also hope to explore the personality of Mr. McGregor in his conflicting role as farmer and humanitarian. Peter Rabbit from the start was a benevolent hero, and it was only through
That's so funny.
Yeah. Well, I think
you're so good at that, and then you even get the right facial expressions, and so my big stage debut, if you will, and I guess I shouldn't criticize you for remembering, because I still remember Davy Crockett, king of the wild frontier.
Oh my God, you're fucking old.
Oh, fuck yeah. I'm way older than you are, kiddo.
That was so uncool.
What? Because I was the coolest.
Because I grew up, but what was cool when I was a kid was the Brady Bunch.
Oh my God. No, Davy Crockett. I had a coonskin cap when I got up on that.
I'm sure you did.
I did. I had this coonskin cap, and I'm up there with my little musket and singing Davy Crockett, king of the wild frontier.
I think my cousin had one of those, and I used the fur on it to pretend I had a vagina.
Probably used it. Well, never mind. But
and I didn't even know it. It's like they used to have merkins, like the horse. The horse used to have to wear merkins because of all the fucking. Weren't they called merkins? The minges? when they'd have to because because everybody was getting crabs in the freaking like Klondike or all the
Right.
whorehouses and stuff, right? And so they'd shave themselves bald, but men liked their women hairy, so they'd have these minges. They were like fake fur bushes that they'd have put on like fucking panties, so they had it was basically a vagina wig.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, isn't that wild?
So if I
I
would have
think that
shaved myself, I would have been able to get rid of those crabs that I had that one time.
ew. I got scabies once in a fucking punk rock a famous punk rocker. I'll say who it is. It's DOA. DOA. They were on the cover of Rolling Stones punk rock, huge like
Yeah.
type of thing. And I was boinking one of the members there. For a while, like we were pretty close, and I ended up getting scabies out there in their clubhouse. Ugh, it was horrible. But that's what you do in the 80s. So yeah, but I never got crabs. I've never gotten crabs.
I did once, just that one time, and I had a hell of a time getting rid of them. And I was living over on the Olympic Peninsula, and God, I'd done the K100 about 3 times because we didn't have running water at the commune, so you had to go to town to take a shower.
Oh my God, you lived on a commune?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
And
well, I guess I did too. Yeah, I did something like that too. Yeah.
And so there was this creek out there, and one time I did the K100, and I went and jumped in that fucking creek, and it was winter time, and
cool.
Oh my God, I froze those crabs off, and I never had them again. It was, just another story in the life and times of Regina.
God. Yeah, I lived in a commune too, but it was like an artist collective in downtown Vancouver. It was in an old wax museum. Everything was underground, no windows. It was fucking really weird. It was a really weird place. We called it Underwater because it was on Water Street.
Oh dear.
Yeah, and we weren't allowed to live there, so it's like we had mattresses. Put onto these huge art canvases so that we'd be able to put them like Murphy beds on the wall really quickly. So when the fire marshals came, it was crazy.
Cool.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah, we lived in a really old house, and I don't think there was any glass in any of the windows. We put plastic over them, and everybody had 2 rooms for their bedroom. Everybody had a wood stove in their bedrooms, and it was just crazy. It was good times. So
I can do a clip.
What's that?
I'm just promoting this thing.
Oh,
just playing.
So wait a second, Jamie, y'all, my neighbor who I am best friends with said something really bad, and I need y'all's advice.
Sure.
So we're ready. I'm paying attention. Fire away, Jamie Trans. So all of a sudden you're listening to something online, and
oh yeah, I'm listening to us.
Oh.
Because as the live's going, you can actually do a clip of it, what we were just doing, and put it onto social media.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So did she leave what she wanted to say?
No. She did not at this point. But I'm so how does this discussion remind you of the Fight Club?
Fight Club. I couldn't even get through that movie. I thought it was stupid.
Oh, here we go. Okay, I will ask you, Regina and Marty. My neighbor said that they are teaching trans to children in school. She doesn't know I am trans. What should I say to her?
We just talked about that. It's like there's an article that I wrote that was that's on my Twitter, and I think I put it on my Facebook too, if you want to look up there. But it's called How the Idea of Transgender Contagion Went Viral and Caused Untold Harm. And no, it's not that one. It was another one. It's this is the other one I want to talk. Thank you for bringing that up, because that actually, there's an article, and I will post the link. Where the fuck is it? Oh no, I put it on Twitter. Right here. People aren't voting. Wait. Where are you?
I would ask them for their sources and to find out who's saying that. And then when they come up with sources that are less than reputable, then you talk about the sources and how they're not reputable sources. And then as a counter, find reliable truth saying sources and say the truth. And this is what you were looking for?
Yeah, this is a paragraph out of the article. It's a really good article. So I'd really.
And what's the source?
I would direct anybody to this person that's talking like that. This is from technologicalreview.com, and it's called How the Idea of Transgender Contagion Went Viral and caused untold harm. And this is a paragraph. It says, there's a wealth of bad science that is out there, and this science doesn't stay in the journals. So it doesn't measure up. So people, it can't go in the journals. Parents unfamiliar with trans issues, who don't understand gender affirming healthcare and don't have expertise to read the studies themselves, often fall under its sway. And this is loaded with great information. So I would really look that up, and definitely I'll put the link in here right now.
Always when people are saying stupid things, ask them for their sources and make them think as to what they're listening to.
Bingo.
And counter with reliable sources. I mean, these are the things about how misinformation gets spread. And now, so
I just put it in there.
People are taking bullshit, half truths and no truths as the truth. And we need to get that stopped.
Yeah. I just got an idea.
What's that?
How about, since while I'm on the hiatus, why don't you see if you can do this every Sunday, and just throw it on like this, if you're up to it. And if I'm up to it, it's like, we can blab for a bit, you know what I mean? Like, it's nice to just kind of keep the wheels rolling, right?
Right. Yeah, I wouldn't mind, but I am not gonna swear that I'll do it every Sunday.
Yeah, exactly. So let's leave it like that, just so people know.
Yeah. Because like, I already made plans to go for a hike this afternoon, and so I got to keep. I got to go get my basil before I go on the hike too. So.
Well, let's set a boundary. Right? Let's set a boundary. Do you want to finish at 3 for sure?
Yeah. Let's finish at 3. That'll give me an hour, because I will have to change my clothes. I mean, I want to go to the store like this, but I want to change to go hike. I just have
so how is everybody that's here? Who is
What's
here?
that?
Who is here? Marty's working even when she's not working. Casey said that.
So yeah, and well, we got Simone and we had LaSoie and Casey and Francie and
Well, hi everybody. And people that are in the peephole that don't want to say hi, that's okay. Hi.
yeah, I don't know
Because
who else we got going. I think there was one other. Cadence. Cadence is here.
I know a lot of times I come in on people's lives and I don't tell them I'm there.
Yeah, I do the same thing.
Just to kind of see what's going on.
Simone says, I think this should be a 24-hour thing, 7 days a week. Yeah, right. Goodbye, coffee business.
As long as we could sell our coffee and our wares and stuff. But how? It seems like
I got other wares that I really don't want to sell on here. Sorry. Oh.
But how?
Did I go there?
No. It seems like popular young trans people have the most power to open up eyes and heart. What do you mean? But how? I don't get. Do you understand what how means? Oh, this discussion is reminding me of Fight Club. Was that because I don't know. The house that was falling apart, leaking rain, no heat. Oh.
No, I
don't know. The house. What house? Like you're thinking this is a house that's falling apart? Is that how you're seeing stuff? See, this is like so dicey. You can never understand what the fuck somebody's saying on. I don't care what anybody says. If you get mad at somebody on social media, you don't even know what the fuck you're talking. You're insane because it's like you don't even know what the fuck they're saying half the time. You know what I mean?
So I do want to kind of address the whole thing about the news media is running this junk too, is the fact that the news media is not always truthful. They are filled with hyperbole about bullshit because it sells time. It sells product because it sells the ratings, and everything is all about profit. So when we watch this horrendous news thing, or that's how Donald Trump got elected president, is because we were so interested in what he was saying all the time. And so we made him popular enough to get elected president. And so you need to pick your sources very carefully.
You have to definitely, because what's happening is everything's rising to the top. Like it's like racism, hatred, all the shit, and all the good stuff too. Like us being able to be loud and proud and winning Emmy awards and all the shit too. So it's all coming up, right? So it's like we have to, first take pause and not fall into that get hooked into what they want us to, is to feel depressed about it and stuff, because it's not. I got a really bad reverb in my ears. Reverb.
Oh my God, what'd you do?
Reverb.
Hello. Are you okay?
I'm okay. I love the nail polish. Okay, let's talk about nail polish. This is called. Thank you.
No.
It's like a cream. I don't know. It's kind of like a creamsicle coral. Fashionista. Thank you.
But how did we get to nail polish?
Oh, Casey.
If there was enough of us to do it, it doesn't have to be left on one person to set up and host the show each day. That would be a cool idea. Oh, the 24/7 channel.
Oh yeah, 24/7 channel.
Right now, the governor of Florida get the right-wing fascist vote.
It's but you know what? All of that stuff was latent in the frickin' mix anyway. So it's kind of like I always say that about, it's like having mud on the bottom of a glass and water up there. And what we've done is stuck stick in the mud and we're going like that. And now it's all coming up, all of the good shit, the bad shit, all the fucking crazy shit. But we're seeing it and it's breaking up. And now the work begins. And it's like, so do not lose faith. It's always been there. And it's like we are out and happening, and we've happened. There's nothing they can do about it, and that's why they're losing their fucking minds.
And so we need to get out there and be loud and be proud.
Yeah, and just be gracious guests in the world, like I say, like just being a contributing part of society. That is radical in itself, because you know, the more that we respond to their bullshit, like it's like don't take the bait. Don't take the bait.
Yeah, don't take the bait.
They want you to take the bait when somebody says, "What is a woman?" Like, you know that's just a turf like rally cry. It's like you don't even give it a time. You've already lost any conversation with them. Like, you're not even gonna, like, don't even bother. It's like they're just think of them as mentally ill, because they are, you know. Like, somebody that is filled with that much hatred is obviously mentally ill.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Preach it, honey. Preach it.
I just says it as I says them. So it's been fun playing dress up with you, and getting me out of just giving my little how to shake and stuff.
Mr. Bunch should say thank you to me for getting you to clean up a little bit.
Yeah, it was getting pretty scary there a couple of days. I was just like, no, I don't want to do I'm doing absolutely nothing, and I don't want to feel guilty about it, and I'm not. And that was my practice for the day.
Yeah, we need to lose shame and guilt in all of our lives. You know, and when you don't take a shower or something, don't be guilty about it. Don't be shameful about it. Just let it all hang out, honey. Go ahead.
But then when it goes on for like 5 days, you got to like think about it.
Yeah. Yeah. You were telling me about how I should just keep talking about this earlier. You know,
did I?
Let it all out.
Oh, yeah. Good. Yeah.
You know,
let her rip, girl.
You know, so when that dirty old, no, I'm not going to go there.
Dirty old bastard. Which one?
Yeah.
My husband?
What's that?
My husband?
What about him?
Is he the dirty one we're talking about?
I was trying to keep him out of it. So I'm back to reading comments. Well said, Miss Marty. Olivia Maynard says hi.
Hi, honey. This is how you can make your shoulders look smaller.
You got broad shoulders.
No, you go like this.
Oh, you're way back like that? Yeah.
Yeah.
So
you see them
Casey,
on Instagram, all the kids doing that. Casey. Hi, Casey.
She said, oh, absolutely. Great example. I've become so popular now among the kids at the school. I should show this like that.
Yes, please.
I've become so popular now among the kids at school I work at that the staff that may not like me have at least respect my presence. Amen. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
You don't have to do more than that. That's what you do. It's the kids. And people start changing. They start noticing.
Bless the beasts and the children.
So let's see. It's insane. Anyone cares so much to attack trans. How insecure must they be? Amen to that too.
Hallelujah.
I've got a new toy, the show button. I'd forgotten about this.
Why?
What?
Okay.
See? Yes, if Posey Parker makes it to Austin for her hate rally, I'm planning a counter protest with signs that say love, and kindness.
Yes.
Amen.
Hi, Jamie. Oh, you're a cutie. Look at you.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Isn't that great?
Hi, Jamie Trans. I don't think I've met you.
I'm not sure I have either.
Don't forget to join Beyond Trans with Marty and friends.
So, and Casey and all of her brilliance, again, Francie, it's about having to reestablish their dominance or superiority over someone, and we're the current target.
Yeah, it's so ridiculous. So, like we said, it's like it's the visible minority because it's like look at how a lot of these. Well, you know, I can't speak for you know, the southern states of your country though. Like that's pretty fucked up. Um, so yeah, I'm just saying it's not coming out in the water. It's not fucking washing here. Like it's like we're not having it
Yeah, but
in
we
Canada.
do down there, and it's like, God, do we want to? Why is everybody wanting to live under a fascist regime? Well, in this little conservative county where I live, there is a humongous pushback right now, you know, because we don't want to be fascists in this county, you know, so we're kind of like, it's looking good for the election coming up,
Good.
where the deeply conservative people are actually behind in the polls by my
Right.
reckoning. That moderate
So
candidate,
they're more like, you know, not completely drank the Kool-Aid, like Liz Cheney type of Republicans.
yeah,
Yeah,
and actually the few Democrats and the moderate Republicans have joined together. I
right.
actually have a sign in my front yard that says this house is part of the United Neighbors for Progress group.
Oh, good.
And I have a sign for the candidate that they back, you know, because my neighbor has a couple of the other guys' signs. And
Right.
so I
So
thought
is the United whatever is that considered liberal?
it's considered moderate. It's not the,
Right.
you know, it's just not the frickin' conservative
Well, you
people.
guys can't even say the word liberal there. Fuck, it's crazy.
No, you don't. I mean, I don't
Well,
make
yeah,
any bones about my being a socialist, you know. I mean, I'm
yeah.
not afraid to say that. Well, I
We're
don't.
going to become the minority. Yeah, yeah, I've heard
That's
that
so
too.
true.
Yeah. So it's now it says white people are reported. Yeah, absolutely. The last gasp of the white cisgender dinosaur.
Yeah, amen to that, Casey.
Yeah.
And no need to apologize.
No, no,
No
I'm right.
offense taken. Of course, there's not a lot of old men here. We shall overcome. You know, I was listening to an old Steve Miller thing, and keep on marching, keep on talking, straight on to the promised land. Don't let them turn you round.
Right round, baby.
Yeah, you're too young for that song, Marty. I'm sorry. Um,
It's okay.
you know, happens. It happens, and so it's 2:55. We're going to close out
We're
here
gonna
at
wrap
3.
up.
So we should start wrapping it up, and because my outro takes a minute, and I do need to get moving. And
Yeah.
what a pleasure to have you come on the
It was nice.
Trans Voices of Love and Kindness channel.
I
And
love it. I love it. Thank you for inviting me.
well, it's my pleasure. You know how much I love to hang out with you, and you know, we really haven't been able to spend very much time together lately, and so this has
No,
been really pleasurable for me.
me
I
too.
do have to get going though, and
Well,
I
I'll let you.
want to say thank you to all the people in the chat room, and thank you.
And who
I mean,
popped
it's
on?
been
And people that are gonna watch this tape too. Hi, leave some comments.
right. Yeah. Thank you so much for saying that. Yeah, please, when you come on, as she freezes up one more time. Oh, we're so unstable. I don't know. I think sometimes my internet has taken on my personality. You know, we're unstable. And
That's good.
Oh gosh. You know,
Okay.
and so this unstable old gal is going to sign off with the old outro, and watch it to the very end, and pretty soon those two dogs will be reunited at the very end here.
Would they ever?
Yeah. Tiny and Tank get to go running down the road one more time.
Little butt sniffing Tiny.
Tiny
so
is
funny.
the coolest chihuahua I've ever met.
Aww.
You know, ornery little devil.
Anyway. Hey, love you, girl.
Hey, I love you too.
Bye,
and
everybody.
We will see you this week sometime.
Bye, everybody. Take care.
So is this going to be a regular thing? I hope it becomes more regular than it has been. I'm not going to promise every Sunday, but I'll do the best that I can. And because of my hectic schedule, sometimes I just need to hide out. And today wasn't one of those days. Yeah. So love you all.
And there's nothing you can do about it.
Hopefully we will see you next week. I'll see if I can figure out a time to be regular. Maybe noon or 1, in between noon and 1 sometime.
Cool.
Yeah. That gives that that's a boundary. At least a target to shoot for. That's the word. Okay, kids. And where's my outro? Woo! Okay. Bye-bye all. Take care. Love you. Bye. And don't ever forget it. I love you all. Bye-bye.